Hola, movie waps! Welcome back to another episode of Decrypting Movies. You're watching MWM. I'm Matty Dawson. In today's episode, we're going to decrypt a mysterious movie, and the movie is Alright, guys, so this is my blog on the Devil's Advocate. Al Pacino, Keanu Reeves. It's 2 hours, 24 minutes in length. It's a pretty long movie. And my one word review is perplexing because you get to confuse yourself what's happening in the movie. But the IMDb rating is 7.5. I thought it is underrated. My verdict is another good thriller to your lonesome movie nights. Yeah, this is a good movie to watch alone. You know, it's mysterious, enigmatic, and definitely you should try to watch it alone. Yeah, so now before we decrypt the movie, we'll watch the trailer. All right.
A young attorney has the chance of a lifetime.
Milton Chadwick Waters.
We want you to come to New York. All expenses, first class, travel and lodging, you and your wife.
Oh my God.
He will enter a place of wealth and ambition.
We've got 40 partners vested at the moment. In addition to our corporate clients, we're currently representing about 25 foreign countries. He's got you scheduled for 15 minutes, so make the most of it.
John Milton.
Kevin Lomax.
Well, what's that like? One day you're putting them away, next day you're setting them free.
Takes a little getting used to.
Pays better though, doesn't it?
Welcome to Babylon, Ma.
Speak of the devil.
A world of power and seduction
Who's that with the senator?
controlled by one man.
I swear he can hear us. Hell, he can smell us.
He will make your dreams come true.
Want to come upstairs and...
Now?
He will grant your fondest wish.
I'm just warming my hands on your talent. You know what I see? I see the future of this law firm.
He knows your greatest fear.
Milton is into everything. Arms brokering, chemical weapons, toxic waste, money laundering for the Eastern Bloc. I mean, it goes on and on.
I don't like it here, Kevin.
And he knows the price of your soul.
Let's make a baby.
Who are you? Oh, I have so many names. I'm here on the ground with my nose in it since the whole thing began. God likes to watch. He's an absentee landlord.
Keanu Reeves,
He's always been there. I know that now.
Al Pacino.
As God sleeps late.
We will win.
It's my time now.
The Devil's Advocate.
Alright, so that was a narrative trailer. They almost said what's going to happen in the movie, and yeah, so the story is about Keanu Reeves. He's our protagonist. He's a lawyer in Florida town, and is big time famous because he has won every single case that he has handled. So the backdrop is he has a conscience, a sense of morality, but he tends to help even bad people, and he fights. I mean, if he's advocating or standing for some bad people, he wins the case even then. So even after knowing that they have committed a sin or crime, he goes on to defend them and wins the case. So this is how he has been winning all of the cases. Whether good people or bad people, he just handles the case and wins it. And he's really famous. So this is the first act where we get to know about Keanu Reeves and his profession and how he's famous in the town. And an inciting incident is when he gets an opportunity when he gets a job in New York law firm. That's where Al Pacino is, and he's the owner of the law firm. It's a big law firm, huge law firm, and it's a huge opportunity for Keanu Reeves because he's moving from town to a big time city, right? So he and his wife takes the job. He takes the job, and is along with his wife, he goes to the city and works for the law firm, and that's where their life starts to break down. So they are being adjusted to so the he's having a huge income in the law firm because it's a very famous law firm, and they are moving into a different lifestyle altogether, a new rich lifestyle, and his wife is trying to cope up with it because right now in the city she doesn't have a job. So in the town she had a job, but in city, since the husband has moved in, so she doesn't have a job. So she's just concentrating on the interior architect designing of the new home, that apartment he got along with his job. And it's a big time opportunity in life for Keanu Reeves. That's why his wife wants to move in along with him and work out this opportunity. So but then Keanu Reeves is subject to a lot of sins and crimes, sins, temptations. So whether how he's handling it, that's the whole movie about. So greed, lust, so a lot of sins are in play. And if you see, the major highlight of this movie is symbolism, because whatever we see, we as a common folks, you may not identify or decode what's being denoted in the movie, but if you see carefully for the second time or third time, you know that Al Pacino has a greater role to play. So we are just all inspired by his performance, but he has a deeper meaning, his character has a deeper meaning, and Al Pacino has played a wonderful job. You will love him, and that's where you get to know his theater artist. So his voice and his body language are awesome. I don't know, like in The Godfather 1 and 2, he's more of a silent character, and talks when he's needed, playing the Don character. But here he's all out expressing himself, and his body language and and the way he in the climax there is a huge dialogue, and he has done it in single shot, I guess. So that's really huge. It's a huge achievement, and he has portrayed the character very, very convincingly. And when you get to know, after a period of time, you'll get to know what's his character. So that's the antagonist character, and it's a mythological character that he's playing, and he's done it so good, and it's played out very well for the story. And the story itself is very unique, right? So we are shown it. We are being shown a lawyer who's moving in from town to city, but along with his symbolism, the movie is elevated to higher level, and Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino's performance has made it more entertaining than it is. And it's 2 hours 24 minutes in length, and it's because 3 acts are long. We see the second act is really huge, where we follow the emotions and moods of Keanu Reeves. So he's being subjected to a couple of sins, and how he's coping up with it, whether he's giving into the temptation or he's resisting, because he has a wife to take care who's also coping up with a new place and new surroundings. So she doesn't have a job, she just has this home to work out, and they are trying to have a child, but it's not happening. So all those emotions, stress factor come in, and along with that, this is a high profile job, because working in a law firm in the city is huge. You have a lot of corporate clients, and you need to defend them. And especially in the second act, there's a huge businessman who's charged with a murder, and Keanu Reeves gets his job, and it's a huge burden on his shoulders, because this is his first major case, and he has to win it for the corporate. So he has to work a lot of hours, so he can't spend with his wife. So such things happen, and third act is absolutely wonderful. The climax is it's almost like a mythological scene. The climax, the movie is transformed into a modern day lifestyle, into a mythological ancient timeline. So just for the symbolism, you can watch it once or twice, and I feel it's underrated. 7.5 in IMDb. I don't think that film deserves it. At least 8, I guess. And yeah, definitely if you're a fan of Keanu Reeves or Al Pacino, you're gonna love this movie. Especially Al Pacino's performance is top notch. And yeah, what else? I think I've covered most of it. I have not revealed major spoilers because Al Pacino's character I shouldn't be revealing here. So we are just decoding the movie, and I've told you the 3 acts. It's 2 hours 24 minutes, so you need to have a little patience to watch it in one stretch, but it's worth watching. And I prefer or recommend to watch this movie alone because it's mysterious and there are some dull moments, but eventually you'll get into the world. That's what I'm trying to say. So you'll get into the world and you'll be involved with the movie, enchanted and captivated. So that's what a movie should offer, and this movie has all the factors for an entertaining mystery thriller film, and you're gonna love it if you watch it. It's available in Netflix, I guess, so do watch it. And I hope you enjoyed this episode on decrypting the Devil's Advocate. We'll catch up in another interesting and thrilling film. Until then, it's Mandy Dawson. You're watching MWM. Bye bye.